Hey guys, Elite Legionarii here, and today I'm bringing you a 1 vs 1 on Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. Fantastically I managed to get a battle on Barbarian Invasion, which is really good. My opponent here, Muggle, which is one of my subscribers, Reaver, he also uses the name Mega Man. He's a very good player, and he's been doing a lot of Barbarian Invasion stuff at the moment, so he asked if I wanted to play, and I took up his offer, and I'm able to bring you a couple of Barbarian Invasion battles. So I'm playing as the Celts, which are a pretty cool faction in my opinion. They've got some very good units for some pretty low prices. You can put lots of upgrades on them. They can be quite deadly. So my army consists of 6 units of these Gallo glasses, which I managed to get gold and 2 experience on. They're really cool. Armoured, and these big swords and capes, and they just look really cool. I've also got 2 units of these Pictus spearmen, which are kind of like a small phalanx sort of formation they use. It's quite cool. I also managed to get 5 units of gold and experience noble clansmen who look like, kind of like armoured, hooded dudes. They look really cool. I got a druids unit for moral boosting support, and I have 2 units of these hounds of Coolin, which are kind of like berserkers from a regular Rome Total War, but they're not quite as overpowered, so that's why I'm using them. And I also have 2 units of skirmisher, these Irish Kerns, or just Kerns as they're called here. They're like skirmishers basically, and that is to act like a peeler shield, because he is playing as his favourite barbarian faction, the Western Roman Empire, which is also one of my favourites. And here he's going to charge in some of these Foederati infantry, but that'll be a pretty even match for my Pictus spearmen. They're both a spearman unit, but he did catch me off guard with that, because I only had one a horse unit screening up here. So he's going to bring his Sarmatian Auxilia in up here, which are a very cool, almost a medieval looking unit, very good unit. But the mistake here was that he got far too isolated from the rest of his army, so I'm going to be able to pin him down here with my cavalry and various other units. Here he beats one of my Pictus units, but ultimately he wastes 3 units, I think it is, of these Sarmatian Auxilia just to destroy 2 units of my Pictus spearmen. It's not really a worthy trade-off. It was a good idea to do the trap, but he should have brought the rest of his army up, taken my attention, and then sprung it. It probably would have been a lot more deadly that way. But I did bring in my berserkers here, and unfortunately one of the units did go berserk, obviously, and now I'm going to have to go on the assault because it's going to get isolated. I wanted to stay in the forest up here to get the bonus. But anyway, his army is obviously full of Comita Tenses. Most of them, he's got about, I think he's got 6 Comita Tenses, gold and experience chevron, and a Comita Tenses first cohort with the same upgrades. And he had, I think it was 4 or 5 of these Sarmatian Auxilia, which are gold and 1 experience, a couple of these Foederati infantry, and 2 units of these Bucellarii crossbowmen, which in my opinion are not that great. He's also got a unit of Imperial German bodyguards, and there's a Roman general there. So I'm going to come down here like this, and his Bucellarii are now in range, but here his cavalry is just getting mopped up by my hounds of Kulan. His berserkers are still extremely powerful, and now I'm going to bring in some more of my own cavalry to run him down, to just keep him from using his men. To be honest, when I was playing this, he was reacting rather slowly, and I was surprised because I've versed Reaver several times, and he's usually a lot, more, alerted when he was playing than he was this particular battle. So I bring my infantry down, and I'm going to war cry them. His men are already frightened by my berserkers. And my noble clansmen are in here fighting against the Sarmatians. Now his Sarmatians are a lot better as cavalry than my guys, but I do have numbers in my favour. So, and here you can see he just takes out my skirmishers there, but the whole thing stops as peeler from getting used. So there goes his general too. So I mentioned,
dead. Now he can drink with his ancestors and watch his warriors flee.
then I managed to kill his warlord, obviously. But I was very surprised when I was playing that he seemed sort of unreactive. I mean, and you know, for those of you who've never seen him play, he is a good player, and he certainly on several occasions he's actually destroyed me in battle. So he might just be having an off day or whatever. I mean, I know he's also had given Globulus, which is, you know, another good commentator. He's given, and a good player, given him a good run for his money on occasions as well. So he is a very good player, but he just seemed to, I think, have an off day this particular battle. But I managed to beat down most of his units, and I'm now outflanking him, and his army pretty much caves in. And I'm just going to pick him apart with what's left of my forces. I think his biggest mistake, and I think he put too much of attention into this trap he sprung up here on my spearmen, and so didn't really, he just should have supported more with the rest of his army, would have been my advice. But you know, sometimes you just make bad choices when you're playing. And if he brought that up and drawn my attention, that trap really could have, you know, I wasn't really thinking he'd have much of a trap up there. Well, I mean, I had forces there just in case, and I was able to use them to react, but I didn't really think he'd have much of a trap, because I looked at his army and thought he's pretty much spent all his money there. So I'm just letting my nobles, clan noblemen, just mop them up. But the Celts are a very cool faction, but they're also, you know, they're quite capable, and I rather enjoy using them. So I'm just going to come in mass cavalry charging with multiple cav units, and he admits defeat. But I'll bring you another one, guys, after this, where I fight him again, and he performs much better than he did in this game. But don't think he's not a good player or anything like that, guys, because he certainly is a good player, and he's certainly beaten me several times before. So he just had a bit of an unreactive day, I suppose. Yeah, it's just what happens sometimes. So basically it's just me mopping everything up now, guys. I'm just going to triple speed towards the end, and you know, be on the lookout for his name. Muggle is the one he seems to be using at the moment. You know, be on the lookout for that name for Barbarian Invasion battles, because he is definitely a good player and well worth playing, and Barbarian Invasion is definitely well worth playing. In my opinion, it's every bit as good as the original. Some people say it's not, but I think it is. I think I like the original more just because it's the original, obviously. But it's definitely a very, very good expansion with a lot of really cool units. And if you really like Barbarian factions but thought they were undercut in the first Rome, well, they're not in this one. They're very much improved, but Rome's still very good in this one as well, and so are the Eastern factions. So all in all, it's a very good mod. So that's a heroic victory. I had 1,245 men, 1,160 kills, and 815 men remaining. Reaver, or Muggle as he's called in this, had 1,279 men, 506 kills, and 111 men remaining. And there's the statistics. So most of my clansmen did the kills, and my Berserker's got a lot of kills as well. But about the cavalry, basically, for the most part. But my yellow glasses did well as well, though. So good game to you, Reaver, and hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll bring you another one against Reaver on Barbarian next. So I'll see you then, guys.